Greetings to all. My name is Muhammad Azhari. My metric number is D2023110569. So today I will be presenting BIP 3173 assignment 1. We will be focusing on secondary English language curriculum, motivation, learning strategies and style, ESL teaching approach, and 35 Kagan cooperative strategies. So what is secondary English language curriculum? Secondary English language curriculum is aims to develop student proficiency in English aligned with Common European Framework of Reference for Language (CFR). The curriculum is designed to ensure students achieve operational proficiency, enabling them to communicate effectively in various contexts, understand and analyze different types of texts, and develop critical thinking and analytical skills through language study. The key component of secondary English language curriculum is language skill development, which is we were hoping to develop student language skill, which is listening skill, speaking skill, reading skill, and writing skill. And next, cultural literary appreciation. So this we will be focusing on understanding and appreciating the cultural context in which a language is used, as well as exploring literary works. And this activity may include cultural studies, learning about tradition, custom, or social norm of different cultures where the language is spoken, which is in our case Malaysia, but we speak in English. And then literary analysis. We will be studying poems, novels, and plays to understand themes, character, and stylistic elements. Next, the key component of this topic is critical thinking and analysis. We as teacher will encourage students to think deeply and critically about what they read and they hear. This can be fostered through discussion or debate. Students will engage in a discussion on various topics to express their opinion and argue their point logically. Next, communicative competence. This communicative competence will be involved the ability to use the language effectively and appropriately in various contexts. So, for examples, maybe we can ask students to do a role plays, simulation, or maybe we can give a student a real-life communicative task. So, this communicative competence also for interpersonal skills. We will be developing students' ability to communicate in diverse social situations, which is including formal and informal settings. Next, we're going to move on to assessment strategies. Assessment in the secondary English language curriculum includes both formative and summative assessment. So some strategies include formative assessment, which is ongoing assessment that provide feedback during the learning process, such as quizzes, maybe reviews from other students, and class discussion. And summative assessment is an evaluation at the end of the learning period, such as exam, essays, and presentation. And that's self-assessment and peer assessment. Teachers will encourage students to evaluate their own work and that of their others, friends, or peers to promote reflection and improvement. Next, we're going to move on to motivation. So, from my understanding, the concept of motivation, particularly in the context of an ESL, English as a Second Language classroom, can be understood as the driving force that influences student willingness and enthusiasm to learn and engage with the language. There's two types of motivation. The first one is instrumental motivation. This will be learning English for practical purposes such as career advancement or academic requirement. And the second one is integrative motivation, which is admiration and interest in the target culture, literature, and opportunities to immerse oneself in the language. So now there's a lot of barriers to motivation that maybe can make a student become uninterested to learning new language, which is English. So first, psychological factors like fear, shyness, and anxiety that can hinder student participation. This is very common because there's a lot of students that come from a rural area, so they think their first language, they're using their L1 and not their L2. So they think it will be awkward to learning a new language because it's not what they use daily. So we must help them to thinking that it's very important to learning uh, English as well. So how to trigger the student motivation? So first, we can make a strategies to enhance the motivations. We can trigger the interest. Maybe we can connect lessons to student personal interests such as current topic, movies, or music. Maybe they listens, maybe the girls maybe listen to Justin Bieber, or a man maybe they listen to rap or Ed Sheeran. Next, maybe we can make fun activities, games, arts, technology-driven tasks create engaging, meaningful learning experience. Next, we will be discussing about learning strategies. Language learning strategies are the specific technique or methods learners use to enhance their language acquisition, communication, or overall learning effectiveness. These are flexible and can be adapted depending on the context or task. So the general type of learning strategies is cognitive strategies, metacognitive strategies, affective strategies, and social strategies. We will be going to talk about strategies-based instruction, which is SBI. Teachers can incorporate strategies training in their lesson to help students become aware of their learning style and effectively use strategies. This approach including raise awareness of a personal learning style and strategies, embedding strategies instruction within the curriculum, teaching compository technique to address weakness. Next, so how we can apply this in ESL classroom. Practical application in ESL classroom, which is align teaching method with the diverse learning style, introduce reflective or impulsive tasks based on learners' tendencies, create activities that enhance strategy use such as group discussion, or self-monitoring journal, which is metacognitive strategies. Next, we will be going to talk about ESL teaching approach. So for the first learning theory, we're going to talk about behaviorist theory. This theory is developed primarily by John B. Watson and B. F. Skinner. So they say behaviorism focuses on observable behaviors rather than internal mental states. So what is the key concept of this behaviorist theory? First, classical conditioning. Classical conditioning is a process by which people learn to associate a neutral stimulus with a significant stimulus, resulting in learned response. Next, operant conditioning. So B.F. Skinner expanded on behaviorism theory with the concept of operant conditioning, where behavior are influenced by the consequences that follow them. By reinforcement, there's positive and negative, increase the likelihood of a behavior, while punishment decrease it. Observational learning. Observational learning plays a role in behaviorism. It involves learning by watching and imitating others. Reinforcement and punishment. So he make an experiment that demonstrate that reinforcement, positive and negative. It encourages behavior repetition, while punishment decrease the likelihood of behavior. Next, we will going to talk about innovative theory. So the key point of innovative theory is universal grammar. So Noah Chomsky, the main person is in this theory, proposed that all humans are born with an inherent ability to acquire a language. This universal grammar is a set of structural rules common to all languages, which allows students to rapidly learn their native language. We will going to talk about language acquisition device, which is LAD. According to Dan Noah Chomsky, the human brain has a specialized module, the LAD, that is pre-wired to recognize and produce language. This device helps children to process linguistic inputs and develop their language abilities. Next, we will going to talk about critical period hypothesis. And this theory suggests that there is a critical period during which language acquisition must occur if it is to develop fully. After this period, typically ending around puberty, language learning becomes significantly more difficult. The next key point is innate cognitive structure. So beyond language, innative theory posits that humans have other cognitive structures that are hardwired from birth. These include mathematical reasoning, moral understanding, and spatial awareness. Next, we will be going to talk about socialist theory. Socialist theory in education emphasizes creating an equitable and inclusive learning environment that promotes social justice and collective well-being. So the key aspect of socialist theory is observational learning. This is the core concept because children learn by watching others. This could be parents, peers, teachers, or even characters on television. Next key point is imitation and modeling. The process of learning through observation often leads to imitation, where the learners attempt to replicate the observed behavior. Modeling refers to demonstrating a behavior for others to observe and imitate. A teacher might model problem-solving steps on the board for students to follow. The next key point is serious reinforcement and punishment. People learn not only by directly experiencing rewards or punishment, but also observing others being rewarded or punished by their action. For their action, this can influence whether an individual can imitate their behaviors. For the last point, we will be discussing about Kagan cooperative strategies. So, developed by Dr. Spencer Kagan, this is our set of instructional techniques designed to promote cooperative learning and student engagement in the classroom. So, the benefits of using Kagan cooperative strategies will increase student engagement, improve student collaboration, enhance students' communication skills, boost their self-esteem. So the example of Kagan cooperating strategies is first round robin. So students take turns sharing their ideas and answer in a small group. So this can increase equal participation and idea sharing. Rally robin, pair of students take turns responding to a question or task. So this will promote active listening and quick student thinking. Third, think, pair, share. So student will think individually, discuss with the partner, and share with the class. So this will support student critical thinking and verbal expression. Fourth, time, pair, share. So each partner speak for a set amount of time while the other listen. So this can balance participation and improve student listening skills. Fifth, stand up, hand up, and pair up. Students find a partner to discuss a topic by standing and pairing up with someone nearby. So this will encourage student movement and interaction. Sixth, inside outside circle. Students will form two concentric circles and discuss with the person opposite them, rotating after each round. So this will allow students for multiple interaction and perspective. So that's all from me. Thank you.